Hello, friends, and welcome back for another episode of the Trek Through. Thank you so much for joining me again. I don't know why I always stumble on saying Shrek Through. It's just something about that. I want to say walk through, but it's not a walkthrough, obviously. I mean, as you can see here. In fact, we're actually going to get back to our normal ogre-like self in this episode, and I'll be also completely honest in saying that this is an episode where I'm a little bit nervous about how things could go. Where if things don't quite work out on the first run, it's going to get a little bit catastrophic a little bit quickly. And then I'm going to have to try and regroup, and I'm going to have to clear this area a bunch more times, or I have to use lion strats and run through the whole thing a few times as well. So step one, we're going to have to pop a human effigy. So we're going to return to being a little bit less, broken up. There we go. There's our man. Look at that. Nice, shiny-eyed, fancy ogre that we've got. So that's good. We are now back to being alive again, and we are also going to pop a life gem now that I've got a few of those to spare, get back to full health. I want to keep as many of these Estices, Esti, whatever they are. I want to keep those for future use. And now that we're human, what that means we can actually go back to the island, Jack, because we've got to go back. We've got to go back up and look for the summon sign that's going to be on the ground right next to the shortcut, because we're going to need all the help we can get on this boss. And if we're really lucky, and if everything works out just the way that I'm hoping, we may be able to distract the boss for the entire time while I basically fire soul arrows at it and stay away from it, because that's really what we want to do. I'm pretty sure one shot, and I'm going to get locked into Combo City, which is the exact thing that I have not wanted to have happen to me at all. And once I lose my humanity... Oh, the rumbling on my controller just scared the butts off of me. I thought I was getting shot or stabbed or something. But yeah, once I start losing, it's going to be over real fast, because this is one of those bosses that's like, I don't have great mobility because the whole ground is covered in water and stuff, so dodging, although definitely recommended, it's probably not going to go as well as I would hope. So we're going to hopefully have our summon here to, take care of a lot of the problems. There's absolutely no getting close and personal for me, though, unless it happens by accident, or unless I run in for the final hit or something. So I'm hoping that we can kill the boss in the amount of time that the NPC helper has health. So that's going to be my goal for this particular mission. So we're going to send, well, both of us, in fact, up into this ship here. Now that we know both of the Vikings that would have normally ambushed us off the side of the dock, those are dead. We don't have to worry about them coming up from behind. But we do need to worry about, there are several archers as well as melee-style Viking characters sitting up pretty on this ship. So I want to make sure that if we get them, we maybe can send our NPC in first. He or she does not seem very interested in that concept. I guess it's also this very strange, restrictive walkway that we seem to be on. So where the hell are the enemies? They're hiding. Alright, they're gonna come out. I don't know what the safer way to go is here. Maybe I should go aggro them and then run away. I want the ground to be able to stand on, though, and I don't want the archers necessarily screwing with me from a distance. Okay, they're gonna... Yeah. You run in and you do your work, and I'll be over here for a moment. Hopefully this isn't too big of a deal. Once we get clear on one side, I should be able to take up, a position... Oh god, they're chasing me. Ogred. Ogred. We've gotten ogred. Alright, let's back off. Regroup. Get a little bit of space to fight in case I do get hit. I don't want to just roll right off. Oh, alright, my summon's coming down with me. That's fine. Also, I can't heal him or her with my... Oh, fantastic. Alright, you're going to be an idiot and just fall off the pier. I like that a whole bunch. I can't heal my summon. I know that's been a thing maybe with actual people summons. That's possible, but where I am right now, no. The NPC summons don't get that luxury. Alright, you get soul arrowed. Yep, to death, please. And we're probably going to get hit with a regular arrow in a second, or at least the... Where are they? AI Vikings? Are you not showing up? There they are. Oh, have you just taken interest in us now? No? Maybe a little? This ship's really cool looking, by the way. I really enjoy these blue flame torches. Oh, you're going to shoot arrows at us because you're a big scumbag. Alright, do that if you really want to. We'll be over here. Yeah, and just shoot that mast. What is your plan, really? Oh, there you are. Now you showed up. Holy junk, get out of there. Probably didn't need to use another soul arrow there, because the invader was going to take care of things. But I also don't want to make sure, or want to make sure my invader does not have, or my... Not invader is not the right word. My helper doesn't take too many hits, because we're going to need all the HP we can get for the fight. There's one more still under here. There he is. Are you gonna go in after him, or you come out after us, one way or the other? Do your worst. Come on. What are you doing, man? You guys with your AI issues. Now you're gonna turn around? Oh, you're gonna throw oil bombs at us. That's really silly of you. Almost hit me on that, too. Alright, so we should be all clear. Yep, everybody's dead. And can I open this? Oh, these totally look like treasure chests, don't they? They are not. Also, these weapon racks are not anything, in case you are wondering. You know, you can clearly see there's a halberd that just fell on my body, but I can't, like pick it up or anything. That would be too radical for us. Anything under the stairs worth noticing? No, I didn't really look last time. Alright, so it looks like we're good to go. This water is not as high as I remember it being. Maybe it's higher in the actual fight, or maybe I just have less armor on? I mean, I certainly do have less armor on, because I had any armor on last time. So let's do a quick inventory. I have 2 Estus Flasks, 18 Soul Arrows, 15 Great Soul Arrows. That should be enough to do enough damage, I'm pretty sure. And my staff on my left, my sword on my right. Both of those items still have reasonably okay durability, which is fantastic. This is kind of a rare thing for me. And I've got about 2,000 souls to lose, so if this does not go well, that's going to be, well, not a huge loss. I guess we can recoup that the next time we run through the area. And I may even... Oh, was there anything I could buy for 2,000 souls? I don't think so. I would have gone back to the NPC, but let's just jump in and fight this crazy man. I don't even know what to call this thing. It's like a two-headed whatever. Let's just run away. Let's let our invader get in here and do some work, maybe. Pretty sure I'm going to have a clear shot on the enemy the whole time. Oh, wow, it's going to dodge my magic, huh? Oh, got a hit in there. And as long as it doesn't aggro on me for long, maybe we'll be alright. Don't kill my invader, please. This is going fine so far. Soul arrows keep them flowing. Doesn't seem to want to aggro on me at all, which is great. And as long as you keep tanking this thing, we're going to be just fine. I really didn't think this would go this smoothly. I also remember there being way less room. Well, I shouldn't count my chickens before they're hatched. Thing could turn on me at any second, right? But yeah, I remember being in very tight quarters for the whole time, and the water was like way higher, so I just had a lot more trouble navigating, and I was also trying to block everything before. This is just silly. This is like easy mode. I'm not wearing any freaking armor, and I just killed the sucker. Man, victory achieved. Well, there's another boss down. That's a Flexile Sentry soul grabbed. Fantastic. So that means we, oh, see you later. Thank you for all your help. I totally tanked that like a boss. Well, I mean, you were a boss for our boss. But now it means we can actually climb up this ladder and move on to the next zone. I hope you're psyched. I certainly am. This is a very unconventional way that they chose to move along the plot sequence here as we go from Pirate Cove to... Oh, we got our Pyromancy Flame as well as a Fireball. Maybe it could be a half Pyro, half Mage or Sorcerer or whatever. Could be kind of cool. So we're going to examine that. That would be a cutscene, I believe, showing us setting sail for the next zone, which is going to be the Bastille. And we're going to be navigating a big stone prison, which kind of looks a little bit like Sen's Fortress, but is much less booby-trapped and much more sparse. Well, filled with knights, I guess, is one way to look at it. It's certainly not sparse in terms of the interior. There's plenty of dudes there. It's not a lonely trip by any means. So we show up on this weird coast with a very brilliant moon, and we get to still be human for a while, I guess, until that goes south. Once it does, you know, I'm not going to really stress out over it. It's going to happen one way or the other. And I think we have a straight shot all the way to the first bonfire. I don't think there's any enemies in our way, which is totally fine. Yeah, alright. There is a nice little thing you can do with this elevator, which is not really something I care to do right now, because I don't think the gift for it or the bonus for it is that big of a deal. But when you get up to the top, you can actually... See, look, there's a little item right there. If you take note of which side that's on, you can basically set this elevator to go back down and then jump on the top of it. You know, maybe I will just do it, but I'm going to do it after I hit the bonfire just to make sure, because I've got 12,000 souls. It's a little embarrassing to have to go back from this point and then run through the whole last zone again for no reason, because I'm a big dummy and chose not to be careful for a second. No, oh, I sent it off. Whatever, I'll send it back up in a minute. I'm sticking to my principles. Alright, Lost Bastille. we're here. Bonfire is this one. So we're going to light that sucker. We could actually fast travel back and spend our souls, which might not be a terrible idea to actually do that. Whatever. I'll just rest. Get our soul arrows back. If I died doing something silly with an elevator, well, I guess we would all get to laugh together about it, and that would be fine. So, we're going to pull this lever and bring the elevator back up. And I don't remember which side the cave is on. That could be... I think it's straight ahead, hopefully? And is there anything fancy going on in these cells? Well, this... Oh, yeah, I almost passed this right here. Well, this is raising itself back up. I guess that's my perfect opportunity to look around and make sure I didn't miss any items that are easy to grab here. Like, if you're gonna break open one of these cells, you probably have something going on in one of them, right? Seems reasonable to me. Alright, so this gate's gonna open up. We're gonna run in. We're gonna tap that, turn around, run back out. And then as soon as this starts lowering, we're gonna be ready to jump on top of it right there. And we're just gonna have to hope that we're fast enough to spot the cave when we get near it, or hope that it's on this side. Pretty sure it is, but if I'm wrong, then I'm a big silly. Is it on this side? Crap, it's not on this side. Wait, yeah it is, doesn't matter. We don't have to hurry because the thing just stops. Alright, we got a scimitar and some repair powder, which gives us power. I didn't really think about that very hard, did I? Yeah, it actually puts us right at the perfect position, so that's how you do that. So up we go again. And I'm trying to think of what the course should be for the next set of things. Well, we're going to have to deal with this really dumb scripting thing that's like a bug about half the time with a barrel that gets pushed down some stairs. The odds of that actually kicking the first time properly seem to be particularly low. So we'll go through that experience together in this episode, very likely. But I would like to go head back to Majula very quickly and spend these souls. That way I don't lose them all. Nice that the dynamic light shows up here to guide you toward the bonfire in case you forget which cell it's in. So off we go again. I can maybe even get another attunement slot so I have the great soul arrows, or whatever, whichever the one is, the fancy, great, heavy, great, heavy soul arrows. We'll get those stuck into our attunement slots, maybe. See how far it is, at least, between the level we're at now and the next one that we need. Oh yeah, and I also have found a soul, or a shard, rather, that we want to put in for our Estus flask. So thank you very much for that. We should be up to, what is it, 4 Esti at this point. Seems good to me. I actually made do with like 3 or 2 or something for a very long time my first run through. So let's see what our attunement is going to look like. Ooh, that's steep. We got to go to 4 levels spent on just attunement to get up to the 4th slot. That's going to be all of the levels that we have access to putting in at the moment. Seems a little harsh, but, you know, I'll go for it. Just because the more spells I have, the better off we're going to be. Plus, this is a thing that I'm not going to have to keep spending on indefinitely. It's going to just reach a point where it's like, we've gotten everything we need out of this. We're not going to really need more than necessarily 4 or 5 slots, I think, for most of the game. I would guess anyway. So we're going to use that. See if that's enough for another level. It is. I think it is anyway. I forgot to see again what the maximum was. I know. Seek the large souls. It's all good. Been there, done that. No need to sling or scat some funky fresh dingbat. What do I want to use? I could go another int. I could go another... I just want some more straight up, just some more health, so I can absorb another shot or 2 if I have to. Plus, I'm going to be compensating for the fact that I'm going to be probably dead for the majority of the game. So, that should hopefully work. The spot coming up is going to be a little awkward. The first area I go to, there's going to be some dudes chasing after me for a moment. Not sure how easy it's going to be to fight them when they're, you know, closing in on me quickly. I guess I have the fire sword, which might get me out of a jam with that, but I also have very low endurance. So my ability to quickly hit a bunch of stuff and then recover my stamina is not going to be particularly wonderful. So there's a lot of stuff in this area. There's a lot of secrets. There's actually a fog wall up there. This is where we're going to end up eventually. But we've got a long way to go before we get to that point. You'll see there are many, many things. In fact, our first destination, I don't know if I can turn my camera at the right angle, but there's hopefully a bonfire down. Well, I say hopefully because I'm not exactly sure where this ends up being. Pretty sure it's down on the left of us. But we got to make our way over there first. And there's also, I think, another Estus shard here too, which we can get very, very quickly. So I want to show you right away. You can actually get right over here and fall on that guy for a plunging attack if you want. Totally forgot to equip my new spell, by the way, so we're going to hopefully make it to that next bonfire so we can do that first try. And there are some dogs down on the ground. I'm not going to risk trying to fall on him because, like I said, my health is pretty low in terms of general scope of things. Still don't have any armor, so if I get stun locked, I'm just going to die. Not worth the risk, in my opinion. Let's target this dog. Hopefully eliminate him without trouble. And where's the other dog at? He's going to probably come rampaging through this door at some point. No? Oh, he's on the other side of this, whatever this little weird ramshackle pile of wood might be. So I'm going to try and maybe kill maybe the dog first, because I'm not sure if this guy, like, will come chasing me. I forget. I always fall on him, so, like, I don't know how his proper patrol thing works. He doesn't seem to have any long range. He's just a melee type character. Maybe I don't even need to fight him. Just say screw this guy, just run beyond him. Yeah, he doesn't care. Cool with me. It's cool with you, it's cool with me. So first things first, we gotta go left on this path, and that will lead us to this chest, which is where the Estus shard would be located. Look at that. Already, and a large Titanite shard as well. And then there's the bonfire on the other side of that wall that we're gonna try and make our way... Oh god, he chased me! Holy butts. Alright, so I do need to eliminate this character before I get too far ahead of myself. This could be bad. Fire sword, let's hope this kills him in one hit. Okay, it did. Well, one set of hits, I meant, not one single hit. That was really risky. I was pretty sure I was going to die on that one. So let's make sure we don't put ourselves in that position again if it can be helped. And another dog as I crunch this life gem. Let's dodge. Dodge the dodge. We can, and we'll soul arrow and then single sword slash him. That's actually fine that we got that out of the way because there's oh, we just picked up a human effigy off of a dog. I didn't know I could do that. That's actually really good that those drop from those. Now you'll see we've got a couple more dogs on the other side of this gate. And we're going to need to open that sucker, and I'm going to be in a position where if this opens a little faster than I want it to, maybe they're going to come running at me before I can get out of that area. No, alright, that actually worked out just fine. Give you more than enough time to take care of things. Now they're going to start roaming as soon as they have the ability to. That's quite alright, as long as I can kill the one first. The other one should follow shortly thereafter. There we go. Alright, fantastic. So, what I mentioned before was there's this situation with a wall that we need to take care of. This is the wall right here. You can see there's a big old Zelda-style crack in it. And up the stairs, there is one of those angry men with, you'll see he's actually got a barrel in front of him. So what we need to do is trigger him to kick this thing, which he actually did, amazingly enough. Well, the barrel totally screwed that. So never mind. We needed it to fall in the direction of us, and it did not even come close to that. Get out of there. But on the upside, there's actually another barrel over here that I'm going to try and mess around with in a moment. Might be a little bit of a mess, though. I'm not sure it's actually going to work the way I intend it to. Oh, God. He's got very long range and charges a lot. As a long-range character, normally that's not too threatening, but the way he sets himself up, like, you don't always expect... Oh, I meant to not roll through that. I meant to just move it. Alright, there's still another option, perhaps, still up here. Maybe, or maybe not, actually. Is there a barrel? Maybe. Oh, there it is. It doesn't spawn in right away. Alright, freaking target the dog, please. Target the dog. Sounds like a band, doesn't it? Alright, well, I hit him. He hit me at the same time. That's okay. We've got 4 Estus flasks. I'm going to pop one of those suckers right now. Around this corner, there's going to be another dog, so we're going to lure him out by doing one of those. Just a little zigzag. Get him around. And then we're just going to soul arrow him a couple of times. No biggie. So now when we go around this corner, you're actually going to look over this edge. And when you see down there, there's got a gold pine resin, those are good. There's actually a door in a very strange spot, considering the door seems to open up onto nothing. That's actually a shortcut, as silly as this sounds. You're actually going to eventually open that door, and then we're going to roll to get directly to the boss of this area, or the first boss of this area, I should say. So that's going to be our concern later, is just opening that door. It's going to happen. It's not really a thing you got to be stressed out about. We're just going to end up there. Alright, the dog freaking broke the barrel while I turned my back. That is a bunch of garbage, so I don't know when we're going to open up this wall. Maybe I could just use a firebomb on it, actually. I haven't tried doing that before. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, the dog actually has a drop. I didn't even catch that. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. It's always good. Consumable soul items are great. This will also open eventually, this locked door, so if you never do blow up this wall and the dude despawns, you can at least get to what's behind this, which is some very important things by getting through this whole area and getting a little beyond it. So we're going to equip some kind of firebomb. Do I have like a black firebomb, I'm hoping? I have magic urns. That's not what I was hoping for exactly. No. Alright, so I don't have actually any of those. I guess we'll just try this. You know, what could be the harm? I'll use one of these items up. So we'll see if a witching urn will break apart a wall. No is the answer. Now, for science, we know. We never have to take this position again. And I don't really have anything else that I can try throwing at it. So, that's that. These barrels suck. I don't know what's up with the scripting of this particular thing. Also, there's an item up there. We'll get that eventually. It's a long way away yet. But everyone I've ever talked to that's attempted doing this part of the game has always had that part break. I don't think anyone that I've encountered has been able to do that on their first try and have the door actually open, except for Josh, actually. Josh did accidentally have the barrel break. I also wonder if maybe the dude can just, like, break through the wall by slashing it or something. I don't know how the explosive things quite work in this game. Seems a little bit ramshackle and scattershot, if you ask me. Alright, so there is our place to go forward is going to be to cross on the right, and then we've also got this little optional area here. There's a ladder that goes up, and if you want to, you can actually just climb up this ledge to get up to the ladder, and then there's actually an item up there, I'm pretty sure. But first we want to talk to our NPC that helped us out, and he or she is going to also help us out a little later. Gives us a human effigy or something, and that's fantastic. Make sure I get all of that. Yep, a lot of dialogue there. Sorry about the spamming again. Alright, we're good. And this door opens from the other side. Also pretty cool. So I want to share with you a little, what I feel to be a thing that is very likely to be possible, but I wasn't able to pull it off myself. So I'll open it up to the general floor of you guys, the viewers, and ask you if this is something that maybe you can pull off in your own gameplay. I'm sure at least some of you out there are going to be speedrunner types that would be interested in this information. So my assertion is that with a very good roll, you can almost definitely land on that edge. You'll see there's a railing right there. Now, there's a really weird invisible wall with this fragmented bit of whatever this, what used to be here, this stone intaglio thing. This seems to cast a wall that's all the way up to about where my shoulder is right now. Like, I can't, you'll see me get out of the way of something. Like, it's as if the edge of this rounded part actually extends straight down and forms an invisible wall, so you can't actually walk any further to the right than this. But I believe with a good roll, you can get up onto that ledge. So if you can get on that ledge, you can actually make a jump. Also, I need to climb back down. I need to show it from a better angle so you know what I'm talking about here. You can actually make a jump around the outside of this balcony from this point over to that hole. And if you can make it over to that hole, which I believe they actually probably left it open on purpose, then you can actually make it over to that area, which there's a sort of a sequence break. I'm not sure to what degree you would call it a sequence break, but it's a thing that you're not supposed to be able to do from this direction, as far as I know. But I believe that, well, I say not supposed to, but with the caveat that maybe they also left this little wall broken on purpose because they wanted you to get here secretly. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think about that theory, and if any of you have pulled it off, I think that would be kind of cool. Anyway, so the next area that we need to move on to is that door. There is going to be, well, there are going to be about 1,000 soldiers in there, so I'm actually going to leave that off for the next episode, because we very well may get slaughtered going from this point on, but that's okay. If that happens, it happens. It's a tough spot, and we only have to technically do it, well, for now, and eventually we're going to open up that shortcut to the door. Then we'll roll down, skip all of that junk in the first place, and I would love to have opened up that wall so we could have had the bonfire right there, but oh well, we can't. So, maybe next time. But I'm going to leave you guys for another day. Thank you so much for your continued support on the Shrek through. If you're still into it, please do leave a like. I do very much value that, and the fact that you guys are still hyped to see more. We're doing pretty well so far in our playthrough. Things are going much better than anticipated, and I'm pretty happy to continue on in this journey and see just how far we can push a completely naked ogre with only a flame sword and a starting level sorcerer's wand through this very, very difficult game, which admittedly seems to be slightly easier using long-distance spellcasting. But, you know, that's cool. It's a different way of looking at things, and I'd never tried it. I'm glad I have. So, yep, leave your comments. I will catch you next time, and thank you again for watching. So I'll see you on the next one.